Let's
go.
Yo, what up, Greg?
We're back.
We're back. We're back. We did take a break. You know, I know you missed us, but it's all right.
And now we're here to make sure this entire channel gets fucking taken down. Strike happy. Strike happy. Nah, they struck our boy down, bro. That's fucked up. Number one producer in the world. You know what I'm saying?
ODM.
Boom, boom. Let's get it.
All right. Welcome to Movies y Mas. I'm your boy, Big Mas Tomas.
It's Greg.
And we got ODM in the back running the board.
Eating breakfast, some eggs and weenies.
Smacking that shit.
Eggs and weenies, huh?
This shit sounds crazy.
Eggs and weenies over here.
Is that all in your ear? Oh, my bad, dog.
Nah, you good. You good.
My weenies and eggs. Let me pull them out.
Ooh.
God.
I mean, pull off the mic.
Oh, my God.
What's going on?
This podcast is going. We're going to the next level. I'm telling you, we're gonna go viral off some shit, and it's gonna be. It's not even gonna be about movies. It's gonna be some bullshit.
It's gonna be about eating weenies.
Hey,
I mean,
not like and weenies to start your day.
That's how you started, bro. Eating weenies. The IE legend has been called eating dick on camera.
Facts.
Crazy.
What the fuck? How did it go? Oh my God, what's going on here?
Here, let me show you something.
Let's catch up.
How's that? How hot is hot?
I mean, if you're gonna be eating weenies, you gotta have like a nice little melody to it. I like that. That shit's crazy.
Okay, we just lost 80% of our male viewers right now. And
Oh my
What's up,
God.
ladies?
Or maybe gained 80.
Oh shit, we back. We are fucking back. What are you talking about?
Oh man,
and we fucking back. Huh?
I missed this. This is fun. This is fun. I love this shit, guys. All right, let's get started. And we're gonna start off today with. So we're gonna go in reverse order.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
What's up?
We've been off for a week.
We have
Niggas miss us, bro.
I know. That boy, look at
Our bad. Look, listen. Shit happens. Real life is a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas gotta do shit, but
Yeah, shit happens. Fuck it. Shit happens the same way. I don't know how shit happened, but when we watched this movie Civil War, this shit was intense. I don't know about you, man. First of all, you had a bad experience in general because your movie started and then talk about what happened.
All right, so what happened was date night. Me and my wife going to the movies. We're like, fuck it, let's go watch Civil War. We show up to the theater. We got popcorn. I got pizza. She got chicken.
Oh, y'all was ready.
Fries. Then my brother-in-law showed, like, they came too. So, like, we had a group. We sat down. First 10 minutes, tense. We're into the movie. They didn't even play trailers. They went straight to the fucking movie.
Wow.
So he's like, oh, we lit. All right, so let's go. 10 minutes in. We're drawn in, locked in. The movie stopped. The lights are still out. The movie screen went black.
No.
So we're all just sitting there like, okay, maybe it's going to pop up after a minute or two. No, nothing happened.
No.
So anyway, it comes back on, but it's just a freeze frame. Nothing else. And then that's when niggas started getting up. It's like, you know what time it is?
We're going to start right.
Y'all know what time it is? It's refund time, baby. We about to go get our fucking money back. So we go back to General, whatever. They said it's going to be between 10 minutes to 3 hours
To fix it. Oh, fuck that. Yeah.
So as a real nigga would. I left. He left the theater.
Like, fuck y'all. Don't fuck up my date night.
So we ended up coming back like 3 days later to watch it. Early matinee screening, nobody there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
As you should. That's what you do in your 30s. You don't go to no more night screens. No, we're done with that.
I mean, even for the big ones, I'm
tired of your babies. I'm tired of your friends.
I'm tired of the teenagers.
I'm tired of your parents. Like, I want to be in the theater by myself.
Tired of teenagers.
But like mainly babies. Like, go get a fucking babysitter. Be responsible.
Right?
Why is there a diaper under my seat right now?
Why does this smell like ass in here right now?
Grow up.
Why are you changing the diaper in the middle of a fucking movie?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. I told you about that experience when I went to go see Endgame.
Yeah, you told me. You had to tell somebody's kid
get your fucking baby out of the theater.
No.
Spider-Man's on screen, dying and shit.
So you had the bad experience, but what did you think of the movie? Give me I want to know your opinion.
I think, how do I say it? This movie's good. It's really good. It does have some issues, but I don't think they take away from the movie too much. Mainly it has to do with pacing, because there's points where this movie's going, and then it like kind of comes to a halt a little bit, and then it's kind of. I think the issues is like the characters aren't interesting enough, or we don't know enough about everybody in the movie to kind of be fully invested. Yeah. So we're just watching shit happen to people on the screen, and we don't really care what happened. Like, there's a scene that happens at the end to a certain character, I don't know if we're going.
No, we're gonna spoil. We're gonna spoil. I mean, at this point, it's 2 weeks out. Spoilers.
Spoilers anyway. So,
spoiler alert.
Kirsten Dunst's character.
Yeah.
When she dies,
I mean,
I didn't give a fuck.
I didn't, but I saw it coming because she said it at the end, at the beginning of the movie. She thought, you're probably going to take my picture.
Oh, no.
You're going to probably take my picture when I die.
And she also mentioned something about having the vest on, just in case, Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of alluded to at the beginning. But, yeah, no, I thought the movie was great. I know I said good, but I thought it was great. A lot of people felt weird about the ending.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. Like,
I thought
considering what the movie was and how they set up these characters and how they set up this universe, it happened exactly how it probably would happen in real life. Like shit happens. Like, they filmed it. They caught the story. That's it.
Pretty much.
Like, yeah.
Now, I have to completely agree with you, man. I think this movie was pretty great. My opinion, there was a lot of good things about this movie, and there was the pacing issue.
Yeah.
And I agree. But at the same time, I also thought about it. It's like, okay, is pacing really an issue for this movie, or is it something where this movie that they wanted to portray what it was like for photographers in war, because that happens to them, bro. That, I mean, I've never been a photographer in war, obviously, but like that happens to where these guys are just, they go from being in action 1 second to now they're chilling, hanging out.
They have no
drunk.
Side in the fight, nothing. They just following it.
Now, as far as like the whole movie, I'm gonna give this movie probably about an 8. Somewhere around
I let it at 8 when I first saw it.
Only because of that intense scene, bro. There's that one scene.
Well, there's a few.
Well,
I know which one you're talking about.
But the most intense, there is a lot of intense scenes, but I think the most intense, and I mean, like I told you earlier off screen, the dude that was sitting next to me, I felt like he could have been on that opposite end in this movie.
Yeah.
But he was like rooting for our guys, and he even was on the edge of his seat.
Even that, like, who are our guys?
Not our guys, but I mean, like he was rooting, not necessarily rooting for the photographers.
I don't know if we said it, but we didn't say it. Like, this movie doesn't pick a side in this fight.
Yeah,
there's no dog.
Yeah, there's no real.
We kind of just leave it out in the open, and the shit's already happening around these people. So it is.
And I think that's one of the best parts about this movie is there's no left, there's no right. This is what it is. It's our job to tell you the story.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I
liked about it.
And I think that's one of the reasons why the movie picks up the way it does. Would I have loved to have seen like maybe in the title sequence, they could have done something where it shows what caused the Civil War to happen. Yeah. And then it's like the movie starts, we're here. This is where we're starting at now.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
that's not really Alex Garland's style.
Yeah.
He always kind of goes left with how he tells the story. So I kind of expected at some point, either at the beginning, middle, or end of this movie, for anything that people would expect or logically would make sense for them as far as like a movie should go.
Yeah.
He's not going to follow that shit at all.
No, yeah, man.
Yeah, and that's what he does.
Just to cover one last session. Oh, can you pause it real quick on this scene right here? This scene in particular, this is the scene we're talking about, that this is the intense thing in the whole movie.
No, it is.
And honestly, like, dude, like that scene, that was probably what got me. It's all good. It's all good if you can't pause it. That was a scene that just had me on the edge of my seat, man. Because I'm like, you go this whole movie where you just, these guys are experiencing getting shot at.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now they're in the cut of something that they're like, fuck, we could die right here.
Yeah.
And unfortunately.
And the way it's built up, how they got to that moment was like pretty. It felt dumb because it was like, why are you doing that? Why are they letting them? What the fuck?
That was the other thing too. Like
how they got there was kind of wild.
Yeah, the other two homies, I'm like, man, I'm sorry that they died, but I mean, like,
as soon as they pulled up, I was like, something bad is gonna happen within the next 5 minutes.
Like, no, somebody about to die right now.
Yeah, and sure enough,
But overall, like I said, I'm gonna score this movie.
Was well acted.
I'm gonna give this movie an 8. I think this movie was dope. Is it rewatchable? Definitely rewatchable for me.
Yeah.
I do love a lot of the action sequences. Me, as a photographer, videographer type guy, I did like a lot of the sequences when they were getting the shots of the battles going on.
One of my favorites is the sniper scene.
Oh, dude, yes.
Yeah.
When he was
I know you were saying like we're talking about intense moments. That was probably the most tense for me because I was like, at any point one of them can get shot and everything's just gonna happen.
And he was just like the news reporter is like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, somebody's trying to kill us. So now we're trying to kill them.
Yeah. And they never show you who's on the other side trying to kill him.
You just hear that they get the and then that's it.
You see the one body that he did catch, and then everybody else. But I think what kind of adds to the tension in this movie is we didn't talk about it. This movie's loud.
Yeah.
Like it's loud. Every shot, explosion in this shit, you're gonna feel it. And
I believe it's
kinda
edited that way too.
It is.
It's edited on purpose
It's on
to
purpose.
go from like one quiet scene to boom.
Yeah, there's no transitions. It just shit's just gonna start happening, and you gotta have to. It kind of keeps you on the edge of
Like
the seat.
like the scene when the young girl who joins them first shows up, and they go from the car talking to now they're at that building helping the police out or helping the soldiers.
Yeah.
And they're just taking pictures, and it's like, that was one of the scenes where it went from them being in the car talking, kind of like going off on each other because,
and it just cut straight to gunfire. And it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of my son. He was like, oh shit,
yeah. So the whole movie, you're just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but it's gonna be loud.
But and then crazy. As far as Nick Offerman, dude, like
Nick Offerman's fire.
Yeah, he's fire as fuck, and
he's limited time in this movie.
That was the only downside. I did, but look. I'm not gonna lie, man. And I know I don't want to say, his portrayal as a president in this one in the beginning, those opening shots.
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
yeah.
I was getting. I'm not gonna say who, but I was getting real vibes from real right-sided president in that situation. The way he was kind of talking, really coaching himself, like really trying to get so he could make it sound to what the people
sound
were
like
listening.
It's cool, but that's, and I would love to have seen more of that story, in regards to how the government's reacting to everything that's happening, because we hear about all the factions in the movie, but we don't see them in action. We don't see how they got there, how California and Texas somehow managed to team up.
Yeah,
we don't see none of that. So I guess that's where a lot of people were upset with about this movie, is that all the most interesting parts of this shit, of the story that we would like to know, the movie doesn't go there.
Yeah, but again, I like it does that because the whole focal point of the movie is the photographers. It's about these guys, so it would make sense. I would say if they are going to do a sequel, they would do it.
I don't think they're going to do a sequel.
If they did, it would have to be from the opposite side.
But I think this movie is enough for somebody else in Hollywood to go, let's show more of that story. It's kind of like A Quiet Place. Like, remember the first one, they were just there.
Yeah.
And there's that part of in the back of your mind. It's like, how did they get here? Like, what the fuck happened? Now you got a movie with all of that, and that's the shit that people want to see. So
hopefully,
I understand why people were upset.
I would like to see, I agree. I would like to see what it would look like to have a newer, like not a newer, like another film where it focuses on what led to all this. Yeah, but because this would be honestly. Eric or Alex Garland could really build a universe around this where he's telling stories from different aspects.
And that's the thing. That's what makes me sad, because I don't know if you've been following his press run a little bit, but he's been saying that I'm kind of done making movies for a while. Like, this is going to be it.
Maybe he'll go to TV and take this to TV, bro. This could work. This could work on TV as well.
Actually, when you think, if now that you said that, this actually probably would have been better as a TV show.
It could have. It would have worked.
Like, set up like The Wire, where it's like one season's focusing on this aspect.
Yep.
Next season's a whole different aspect, new cast.
And it's all told from their perspective. And,
And then you kind of round it all off at the end and bring it all together. But
yeah. So to close it out, what is your score? What is your ranking on it?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
I'm still at an 8.
Dope.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you didn't check out this movie, but have you had a chance to see the trailer at all?
Excellent trailer, man. Can't wait to watch the movie. I feel like I'm way ahead of the game, way ahead of you guys just by the trailer.
When you get a chance,
the movie, shit.
Nah, man, it looks very interesting.
We just spoiled it right in front of him. Fuck
right?
Yeah, I mean, I summed it up in fucking for 10 minutes, guys.
I was like, I don't need to watch that. I'm gonna watch these guys.
Yeah.
Nah, it looks like a great movie, man.
It is a dope movie. Yeah. I think even when hearing spoiler reviews, I still love to get the full action of the movie. So,
But no, this movie's 100% still worth watching.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
It was dope. So going on from this one, so overall score 8 out of 10 from both Greg and I. That'll be the ranking we give it. You'll see it popping up right here on the screen right now. Anyways,
what if it doesn't? You just did that for no reason,
right?
You just had him wave.
I forget to put the 8 in post.
It just does nothing. Like, just imagine in your head a fucking 8 just flew.
I'm already imagining it already.
4D, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the next one, you got to hold it down.
Okay, so the next one,
your way.
The next one. Okay, so when Civil War came out, I found that they were also the movie theater was doing, or I was going to watch Civil War, was also doing an advanced screening of the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It's a very long title.
It's a lot of words.
But it is a dope-ass fucking movie.
Tell us about it. Look, I wanted to go see it. I was supposed to go watch it yesterday. I was just too fucking tired, y'all. I'm sorry.
So look, this movie, let me bring up the synopsis so I can make sure I give you the proper synopsis about it. But to give you something else about this movie it is Henry Cavill. He's playing the general of this group of soldiers that were brought in by Winston Churchill because they were losing. They were losing the war, and America was not going to come in if they couldn't find a safe way to get them in. I think that's what it was. It was they were trying to find a safer way for America to get in to where they weren't going to suffer a great loss.
Well, I think we should mention this movie is based on a true story.
Let me start that from there. This is based on true events. This is based on a true story.
But exaggerated because it's Guy Ritchie.
Slightly, I want to say slightly exaggerated, but no, you're right. It's like extremely exaggerated because at the very end of the movie, they show a picture of the group of guys.
Oh, tell them how disappointed you were.
I was disappointed as fuck to see that these guys were like 5'5".
He wanted to see some big men, you know what I'm saying? Some tall men.
That's not what I wanted to see.
He wanted to see some girth.
The portrayal of the characters. Not like, oh my God.
He wanted to see some girthy boys.
That's not what it was. Oh my God.
I'm just saying how I took it. Pause.
How did he take it?
Whoa. Anyways, so the characters, like, you watch this movie and you see, like, Henry Cavill's, the character he's portraying, he's like 5'5", but then, Henry Cavill's
like 7'8" or some shit.
He's like 17 feet tall and buff as shit.
Tell us more about him.
So tell
us more about his body.
No, I'm not gonna tell you more other than he plays Superman. Okay, he was perfectly one for Superman. Anyways,
all right, that's
overall, this movie is dope. I will say again, it's based on true events. So if you like movies that tell those kind of stories, this is gonna be a good one. Henry Cavill playing the leader of the group, the captain of this group. Yeah. He comes in because he already himself didn't have a good reputation as far as a soldier. Okay. He was a badass. Like, he broke the rules. He didn't listen to people. And this is one of the reasons why they brought him in. Because they knew at some point, they literally say, like, at some point, we're going to need him to not listen to us. So we need someone.
It's like Tom Cruise and Top Gun.
Yeah, kind of like Tom Cruise and Top Gun. Like, there's going to come a point in the story in which happens. There comes that point where they pretty much leave it on Henry Cavill to make the decision that they need him to make. And this was a mission that was under the cup or under the rug because nobody was going to say, "Yo, go ahead and go do this and get away with it." We'll sanction this. Yeah. Like, nah, they were told. Like, even Winston Churchill was told, like, "Yo, if they go through with this and they get caught, it's your ass too, my guy. Like, you're done." So he was like, "All right, well, hopefully these motherfuckers don't get caught." And they got caught, because they were successful in the case, or not the case, but they were successful in the mission. They, originally their plan was to blow up the U-boats and get rid of them, and then blow up another boat that was like, it was a boat that they couldn't sink because it was like double armored or whatever. Yeah. And what did these motherfuckers do instead of blowing it up? They take the fucking boat. And that was probably one of my favorite scenes because, again, the character, oh man, it's I want to say it's Alan Richardson was his character, the actor. Oh my God!
Are you talking about the guy with the bows?
Yeah, the guy with the bows. Like, this dude, his scene, and I'm talking about like this scene in particular because, like, you're already the whole movie. He goes down around, like, he has this personality. He's like, I don't like to kill. But the next scene, he's killing like 17 dudes with a fucking arrow.
I love when they have those characters.
It's like, I don't like doing this. Like, I don't like, you're making me doing this. Like,
I can't believe you're making me murder everybody.
Right? Like, you're making me murder everybody. I don't like doing this type shit. And this motherfucker, like, he gets really violent. And there's a scene where they're taking this boat and one guy is trapped on the other side of on one side of the door. In the door, the room he's trapped in on the other side, it's like a room full of German soldiers. Yeah. And when I say full, it's got to be like 15, maybe 20 dudes. And this dude's by himself with someone else who's already injured. And the homeboy with the arrow, his character's name is Anders. Okay. Anders' character gets on the boat. And mind you, this whole time, every time you see him, just taking an arrow like he's Hawkeye to someone's neck, someone's head, pulling an arrow out of someone and just just fucking shanking them like 17 times up and down. And
that's fire.
He gets onto the boat and he goes into the opposite end and he looks at these dudes and he has no more arrows.
Yeah.
And what does he do? He grabs a fucking axe. Oh, it was on after that. Like, my guy is sweat. Like, he doesn't cut nobody's head off, but he is
close enough. Wait, this movie rated R?
Yeah, rated R.
Okay.
Rated R.
Just making sure.
This shit's rated R as fuck, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, the next scene you see him is this fool's not necessarily covered in blood, but he's got splatters of blood all over his face.
Got enough.
And the axe that is full of blood. So I'm like, man. So there's that scene.
Yeah.
And then obviously there was the girl who's a part of their group too. She does it. She has a really good moment where she sets up the German. She sets up the German, the German leader, the person who they were trying to distract. She sets him up in a way where he really felt like he was going to get her trapped, but she set him up in her own trap.
Oh, okay.
Knowing that this one was going to set her up. So when he got caught, he was like, "Oh fuck." She was like, "Yeah, sorry, motherfucker," and dipped out. Got away with her and let this fool get cast.
Just like in real life, all women.
But overall, I would say that this movie, in my opinion, just because, I don't know, man, I just love the shit out of the action in this movie, man. The action in here was great. The story, it's not bad because obviously it's a true story, and they had to do their best to put the story in a way where it was going to work for Hollywood. Yeah. And I think that they did a really good job of doing it.
Okay.
I think the Guy Ritchie did a really good job of telling the story. And honestly, I hope that they continue the story because apparently these guys went on to do like 7 or 8 other missions that were very impactful to the World War II.
Oh shit!
Because all of this is part of World War II.
I thought it was just like a one-off.
No. This that's what it was supposed to be. Because they were so successful and they got away with it. They just told Homeboy like,
so they became like their own little special ops team.
In a way, like a version of like the original. I would say like
Expendables.
Like a version of MI6. Since it's in Britain, it's like you could say it would be like the first version of MI6.
Oh, isn't that what this is? I thought it was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's based. It's based on the original MI6 group.
Got you. Okay.
So
I was supposed to watch it. I'm gonna catch up this week.
But like I said, man, I even watched it last night just to be even more fresh. And I mean, fuck, watching it 3rd time, I was like, dude, this shit is fucking. This is just too sick. The arrow scenes just get me every single time when he's just like tap, fucking them up and down with the arrows.
Was there anything in the movie that you didn't like?
There was a couple scenes where, and it was mainly just because it was like, oh, I don't like the way it was the actor who was playing the Spanish soldiers.
Yeah.
It was his accent. I just didn't like the way he was. Yeah, you could tell he was pretending his accent. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. I'm like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
But hold on,
you're good. Take a chug.
But ultimately, I give this movie probably about 8.5.
All right.
Oh man,
I'm gonna check it out soon. I got you.
Oh man, I got to dry my leg up. I don't know why.
You good, man? It's all right. You still human at the end of the day.
Oh shit! But yeah, 8.5. Dope movie. Henry Cavill does a really good job of playing. One of the things I liked about the character he portrayed.
Yeah.
And I don't know if maybe the guy was really like this in person, in real life, but Henry Cavill gave him like this like feel to where I low key thought this guy could be a real psycho. Like he enjoyed killing.
Like he has an edge to him. That's like,
no, like he just enjoyed killing. Like there was a couple scenes where he was
he was like happy to do it.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I get to kill these guys? Oh fuck yeah, let's go.
Oh god.
Like when they first. So there's a scene where they got to break out one of their homies because one of their homies was already behind the scenes. He had already been planting, like he had already been gathering all the intel.
Yeah.
Like Winston Churchill sent him first and didn't tell anybody. And when they gathered the whole group together, Winston Churchill was like, "Oh, you got to go get your homie out of prison though. Like he's locked up over here." And they were like, "Oh fuck! Like he's in the most secure prison." See, this is the scene right here where they got to break the homie out, and Henry Cavill's character, when it comes to the scene of them like getting where they got to shoot, basically kill people.
Yeah,
he's like, "All right, let's go have some fun." And he just gets this crazy looking face where he was like, big old smile, big old smile. He's got to shoot all these people. And I'm like, fuck. But yeah, man.
He gets to have some fun playing this character, man.
But he did a really good job portraying the character. All the actors did an amazing job of this.
Yeah.
Like I said, my only other real disappointment was finding out that the guys, the real live people that they're portraying were not the same height and stature of these dudes. Like, it would have been dope to see, like, these motherfuckers were really this buff and really this huge, but no.
Why do you hate it? Wait, what do you have against short people, bro?
It's not what I got against short people. It's just like showing them as short people. Like, fuck, give me a Wolverine then. Give me somebody that's like Wolverine, because look, that's me, that's dope. Wolverine. One of the reasons I like Wolverine is because he's short, but he's a badass, crazy motherfucker.
I mean, that's probably them too.
But I mean, give me somebody who really is them. Like Henry Cavill, okay, because he's buff as shit and 17 feet tall. But like everybody else, make them the same size and height as them, so their character. I feel like their characters would have been way more impactful knowing that they were that short, taking out that many dudes. Come on, man.
True, but still, man, come on.
But overall, check it out. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
You gotta say it like slow, like
right.
Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yes. And like I said, I give it 8.5. That's what I give it. Right. That's my final score. 8.5 for this one.
I'm gonna check it out, man. I've been really wanting to watch this movie. I'm just fucked up this week. I'm sorry.
Let me know when you want to go, so I'll go
let
with
the podcast down, y'all.
You're good, man. But moving on to that, because we got these two movies that came out pretty dope, and then because you called it when we saw the poster, you were like, "Oh, trailer drops the next day."
Well, I didn't just call it. I mean, they literally put it out with the press release.
Oh, did they?
On the poster, like,
okay,
the trailer drops tomorrow. Yeah.
See, I didn't see that part. I saw your text.
But I'll take the credit. Yeah, I did. I totally called that. I'm a fucking professional. I really do this shit. And I just predict it.
There you go.
I predict things.
There you go. So what we're talking about right now is Deadpool and Wolverine, the latest trailer that dropped. This one gives us a little more insight to the story. Down. Yeah. So I think is that version of Wolverine is the version of Wolverine from Logan. Okay.
But that one's dead.
But no, but let me take it back. Remember, there was that scene, or not the scene. Remember, they never showed it, but they always talked about how Professor X killed pretty much the X-Men from whatever, because he was having those little brain seizures or whatever. And I think that a version of that happens on that planet that he's from, or wherever he's from, happens.
Yeah.
And Wolverine, rather than knowing he has to kill Professor X, he doesn't and just lets Professor X kill the whole world, basically.
Yeah.
And then he kills him, and he's the only person left on that planet. I think that's what's gonna. I think that because
there's also that scene from, I think it was I don't remember which Deadpool it was, either one or two. But remember that post-credit scene where he goes back to Wolverine origins? That was 2. Yeah. So I wonder if it's that one, because that's also a different Logan. So that's why I'm like, it could be.
It's going to be a lot.
It's a lot. That's where it gets confusing for a lot of people. It's like, it's hard to keep up. That's why I'm like, which Wolverine is it?
We won't know for sure until we get into the movie, obviously. But like I said, man, I feel like it's going to be that version of Wolverine, and somehow they are going to get purged and end up on the Void Planet. Because that rest where you see the Fox sign, the cars from the Fantastic Four,
and the Man head, I think that's there too.
I think all of that is on the Void Planet.
Yeah,
and we're gonna either find out that the Void Planet was that planet that Wolverine is from, or it's a form. It used to be a version of Battle World.
Yeah, but like, because there's a shot in the trailer. It's like where Logan's surrounded by like a bunch of green grass and a bunch of stone pillars. So I'm like, where is that? Like, I don't know if that's the same planet or who the ring from
the portal.
Yeah, I don't know if it's from Doctor Strange, but I'm not sure because Doctor Strange can do it, and there's another character from No Way Home.
Yeah, and see, I thought about it when you mentioned that,
because I'm like, is that how they get here, or is that how they get out? I don't know.
It's gonna happen. It's probably, and again, it's probably something, because remember, that Void Planet does have people. Because remember, in Loki, that Void Planet appears in Loki. And on that Void Planet, there's a whole colony of former Lokis.
Yeah, that's where all the Lokis were, yeah.
So what if this is like the Earth where like anybody who still survives those planet, like their planet destroying, just ends up, and they end up there. Like, because there's also going to be a mixture of different Deadpools. Remember, there's going to be, we're going to see the Deadpool dog. We're supposed to see a version of Deadpool. Like, there's going to be different variations of Deadpool as well. And it could very well be, I think there was a version of Deadpool that became Sorcerer Supreme. So it could very well be that they run into a version of Deadpool on here that can do it, or lost his sling and he can't do it, but they end up fighting it. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting.
But I feel like, that's a lot to carry for this movie, that they're going to be trying to go for all that.
Yeah, but this is the movie to do it, though. If you think about it, this is the movie to do. This is the movie that they're going to do almost not every cameo, but they're going to bring certain people back to set them up for Secret Wars.
Yeah,
Secret Wars.
Well, that's all I was hinting at, because it feels like this movie is supposed to function how the Flash was supposed to function in the DC universe. Yeah. Where this is their restart. I feel like this is them cleaning up the slate. And
this is going to be the beginning of the reset. Secret Wars will be the official end to the reset.
Oh, yeah. We know
By the end of Secret Wars was over, that reset would have happened. Yeah. And, they would have made an appearance on there. Now, I think that you're right. I think that that's what's going to happen, is they're going to see, because they also still need to set up the other Avengers movie, Kang Dynasty. They haven't changed the title to that, and they haven't decided to take it off the table. So it's still going to have some type of setup to Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, but I mean, that's if it's still there. I think they already got a new director.
No, but they're not. There's no plans to remove the movie. The movie is still on the slate. And
that's crazy.
And
I'm like, there's no Kang now.
No, but I mean,
or they can still bring him in. He hasn't been charged.
No, but they let him go. And
they did fire him. Yeah, right.
Looking on the Hollywood Reporter, and then listening to Emergency Jocelyn, and then another guy that I listened to. Yeah. They've all said that. Oh shit! I had it in my head right now. They all said that. Yeah, Marvel doesn't plan on still stopping the movie, and there's a possibility that they're going to replace the version of Kane, because all they can do.
Yeah, they can just change his face.
Yeah, they can just change the face and just say, it's
a new version.
It's a new version. This is the version.
That's where they kind of fucked up a slight bit, just because at the end of Ant-Man Quantumania, every single version of Kang had Jonathan Major's face.
Not every single. There's a couple where the face was a little bit changed and altered, but
it was the same actor.
But I forget what movie I was watching the other day where I was like, yo, that dude, if they wanted to replace Kang, he looks just like Jonathan Major. I gotta remember what
was it. Coleman Domingo?
Probably.
He was one of the ones that people were bringing up. I actually know it wasn't. It's a guy that looks just like him. I know you're talking about. My only problem was some of these people, you might not be able to catch that same feeling. Like, you still have to catch an actor that's just as good. Like, you can't just pick up a guy just because he looks like him. Like, no, it's not. It's not as works. He embodied that character a lot.
I agree, and who knows? Maybe they might still bring him in anyways and use him.
No, they fired him.
I mean, I don't know. It sucks.
He is out of here, bro.
It sucks, but the best bet that I've heard is that they're just going to recast and just say it's a different universe version of the Kang. Because they could still use unfortunately, they could still use the likeliness of Kang, in there, or may have him make an appearance in here. Yeah, because I think we. I
don't think Kang's going to be in this movie at all. By the way,
I don't know, man, because they still have to do some sort of setup for it, man.
Do they? Yeah, they kind of had it. It kind of sounds like they're trying to get away from it.
No, dude. So look again. Yeah. Disney hasn't removed Kang Dynasty from their slate of movies to be released. It's still set to be released, and
it's set to be released. Not the same date though. It got moved.
Yeah, well, not the same day, but they haven't made. They would have already made plans. They would have made announcements to be like, okay, we're going to change it. This is what's going to be. They would have already done.
I think the stuff that you're implying is going to be revealed more in Fantastic Four than in this one.
Maybe.
At least I think so.
I feel like this is definitely going to set up more Secret Wars. Yeah. But I feel like it's going to leave something to set up for.
The Kang Dynasty
because Kang Dynasty was supposed to be like the final setup for Secret Wars.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. You might be right, because I forget TVA is playing a huge aspect in this movie.
Yeah.
So that's all.
And remember,
yeah.
And then remember, in Fantastic Four, they're not gonna make him the main villain, but they're going to show, what's his name?
Not Doom.
Yeah, Doom.
No.
They're not going to show it like it's not going to be like a full on battle with them, but they're going to tease him in there.
Yeah, because I was like, Galactus is the main villain.
Yeah, they're going to tease him in there as well.
They have to. Who's going to play Doom? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, man.
Wait.
I don't know, but it's going to be dope.
They need to do Fantastic Four justice. I feel like this is going to be a huge turnaround for Marvel. We've been on a downward spiral, not like flying, but still like. It hasn't been exciting to come see one of these movies in a while, and I keep thinking like it's been 3 or 4 years since No Way Home.
Yeah,
it's been a minute, bro.
So let me ask you this real quick: how do you feel about Pedro Pascal playing Mr. Fantastic?
That's perfect casting.
I think so too. I think it sucks. Okay.
Everyone they named, I'm fine with.
I am a little bit sad that we didn't get John Krasinski as a full-time Mr. Fantastic,
He's too busy.
But I get it. And Pedro Pascal is the next best choice.
And he's already hired under Disney.
Yes. And I think it works, man.
His schedule with Disney is there. He can manage it with them. Like I think not all of them, but a few of his upcoming movies are all under the Disney umbrella. So
yeah,
it worked out.
I'm excited. I can't wait. When does the Deadpool movie come out again?
July 25th.
July 25th. We're going to definitely catch that
25th or 24th. I know it's like the end of July for sure.
Yeah, we could definitely catch it when it comes out. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Like, if they do it, do you think they're gonna drop one more trailer before it comes out?
This is trailer in one. It'll probably be one more trailer.
I feel like there will be
spots,
and maybe that trailer will have a few more
tidbits
to it. But for now,
I like this trailer though. I like them not revealing too much. It's still kind of under the weather. But we forgot to name one. This is the first R-rated Marvel movie.
No, that's not the first. Well, first R-rated
Marvel movie.
Marvel, yes.
For Marvel Studios.
Yes.
Because that was everyone's main concern when they picked it up from Fox. Is it going to still feel like a Deadpool movie? It does. They left all the curse words in the trailer.
Yep.
All the violence is still in the trailer. I don't know how this is going to play in theaters. I'm very interested to see how that goes. Seeing this trailer in the theaters. Because this version we got, it didn't even have the red band logo. It just came on. It was just uncut.
Yeah.
Straight up. So
I know, man. Hopefully we get another version of it where it's a red band trailer and it's a little more violent.
But this was the red band trailer.
Was it?
All the curse words and violence was still in it.
So the other thing that Marvel's known for doing too is releasing different versions of these trailers in other countries. So we also got to keep a lookout for what's dropping in I think in South America they usually drop an alternate trailer.
China usually gets you.
China gets usually another one. So we'll keep an eye out to see what other drops. Because sometimes, usually around this time, and it's not all the time, but sometimes they usually drop like 2 different trailers for other countries.
Yeah, but those usually come out later, right before it comes out here. They'll start dropping other trailers.
And we'll start getting on more tidbits and all that stuff. But for now. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited about that. I'm always excited when it comes to Marvel. Marvel is one of my favorite things to watch. You can never go wrong with it.
I just been suffering from a little bit of oversaturation.
Now, let me ask you this before we end. Do you think Loki will make an appearance in Deadpool?
Yes and no. I say yes only because if he filmed a little bit more after they finished wrapping up Loki, sure. But I think Tom Hiddleston literally said he's taking a break from playing the character for a while after the end of Loki. So that's why I was like,
well, remember, it doesn't have to be Tom Hiddleston because if they end up on the Purge planet, they have 15 other Lokis. We can see alligator Loki. We can see. It would be kind of cool to see an alligator Loki in the background or the old Emperor Loki.
Yeah, but being that this is the big budget one of the pinnacle Marvel movies coming out, and we're only getting one this year, I think they would try to squeeze Tom in there somewhere.
Yeah, it could be a funny moment like they were in the last Deadpool. Remember when he was walking to the X-Men house and he's like, we can't get a budget for everybody else, just these 2 guys. And in the background, they're closing the door shh. Maybe we get the same thing. Hey, where's Loki at? And he's in the background.
I just don't know what we can get.
He's walking out the bathroom and he's just running away oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm just saying, they just get Tom Hiddleston doing some other shit. Yeah. That'd be funny as fuck.
That'd be cool, man. But
I'm excited.
So well, that wraps up today's episode, man. That's all we got for now. Check out. You want to see more on Marvel? The last episode 7, we went a little bit further into Marvel.
We started breaking ground for
Yeah.
future upcoming Marvel episode we're gonna pull off.
We looked at for that one. We looked at the Avengers.
I think we should do that around the time Deadpool comes out.
Yeah.
Right? I think because nothing else is coming out after that, as far as Marvel's concerned.
Yep.
For a year, so
It works.
We can sit there and start breaking down everything up to this point.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
I'm down. I'm down for that. I'm down.
yeah.
So when we get the next Deadpool trailer, that whole episode will be dedicated to that Deadpool trailer plus everything Marvel.
Hell
which
yeah.
for us, because there's so much, Greg and I usually talk beforehand about what exactly we want to talk about.
And I'm gonna try to catch up on all the TV shows before that.
You guys actually prep?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I do.
What's that?
I do. No, I know Greg does too because we're up.
Yeah.
We're up texting the night before talking about what we're going to
Yeah, I
talk
was like,
about.
"How you doing, love?" You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Not like that. Not like that.
Sexting or texting?
Texting.
Oh,
not
God.
sexting.
I'm
He
better.
be sending them audio messages.
Whoa.
Going crazy.
It's easier to send audio than to text a whole ass paragraph. I just send an audio.
You don't know how to read?
I do, but it's like I don't want you to sit there. What if you driving and I send you a paragraph long
I'm
text?
gonna read it like this while I'm driving. Like, oh man, look at that long ass text message.
Yeah. So, all right, Greg. Yeah, anyways.
Tell them to hit that like button. While
Oh, there we
we're
go. I'm trying to think of what to say.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the Blockout Podcast.
Leave some
YouTube
comments
channel.
below.
Tell us how much you love us. This nigga alarm going off in the middle of the
what time
podcast. What are you doing?
Yes. Sorry, I had a timer set for when we were close to ending the show.
Shout outs to the greatest producer of all time.
ODM.
Oops.
Wrong button.
Damn, that thing's thumbs down. Fuck him.
Fuck myself, man. I don't deserve that credit.
Nah, man, it's over for you. That was crazy.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
all right, that's
There we
better,
go.
that's
Shout
better.
out
I
to
was like,
ODM. Greg, shout out to you. Thank you for always being here every week.
Except last week.
No, except for last week. Both of us were here. So, once again, I'm your boy, Big Mas Tomas.
And I'm Greg.
And that's ODM. And we are Movies y Mas.